Have you ever asked God for direction and all you heard back was silence? Not a sign, not a clear answer, not even a nudge, just waiting. If you ever found yourself standing at the edge of what's next, with no roadmap, no timeline, and no confirmation, this message is for you. Hi, I'm Blossom. I've spent years learning how to trust God, not when things make sense, but especially when they don't. I've walked through seasons where the plan fell apart, the door stayed closed, and the only thing I had left was my faith. And today, I want to walk through this season with you. There's a part of the journey that no one talks about enough. Not the breakthrough, not the miracle, not the testimony, but the middle. The space between praying and seeing. The space between believing and knowing. The space where you're doing everything right, but nothing feels settled. This is the space where doubt whispers, where impatience creeps in, where fear starts asking questions your faith doesn't yet have answers for. And here's the truth most people won't say aloud. Not knowing what's next is one of the hardest places to trust God. Because faith feels easier when there's a timeline. Trust feels stronger when there's clarity. Obedience feels lighter when you know where it's leading. But what do you do when God doesn't give you the next step? Only the instruction to stay. There was a season in my life when everything I had planned for stopped making sense. The vision I was sure about delayed. The door I prayed would open closed. And the confirmation I was waiting for never came. I remember sitting at the kitchen table late one night. Journal open, pen frozen in my hand, staring at the words I'd written days before. God, what am I supposed to do next? And the hardest part wasn't that I didn't know the answer. It was that I felt like I had done everything right. I had prayed, I had prepared, I had waited. I had trusted. So why was I still here, uncertain, unsettled, unsure? That's when I realized something that changed everything for me. Sometimes God doesn't remove the destination. He removes the details. Because if He gave you every step, you're relying on the plan more than the provider. This verse doesn't say, understand first, then trust. It says trust even when understanding is missing. If you're in a season where the plan feels unclear, type I'm trusting God anyway in the comments below. One of the biggest lies we believe in uncertain seasons is this: everyone else is moving forward, and I'm stuck. You start comparing your timeline to someone else's testimony, their breakthrough, their engagement, their promotion, their clarity, and suddenly, waiting feels like a failure. But here's what God showed me in that season. Waiting is not a punishment. Waiting is preparation. There were things God needed to settle in me before He shifted things around me. My motives, my trust, my attachment to outcomes, my need for control. Because if I had stepped into the next season too soon, I would have carried fear with me instead of faith. Notice it says steps, not leaps. God often reveals direction one step at a time, not to frustrate you, but to keep you close. Let's talk about something uncomfortable. God's silence does not mean God's absence. There were moments I prayed and felt nothing. Moments I worshiped and still felt unsure. Moments I asked for peace and I did not feel it right away. But looking back, I see it now. God wasn't silent. He was steady. He was holding things together behind the scenes while I was focused on what I couldn't see. Faith isn't proven when answers are loud. Faith is revealed when God is quiet and you stay anyway. One morning, after weeks of wrestling with uncertainty, I sat on my bed and said something out loud that surprised even me. God, I don't know what's next, but I trust you more than I trust my understanding. And in that moment, nothing changed externally. No email came through, no door opened instantly, no sudden clarity dropped in my spirit. But something shifted internally. The anxiety loosened its grip. The urgency softened. The fear lost its voice. Because trust isn't about knowing the outcome. It's about knowing who's holding it. We often think peace comes after the answer. But in God's kingdom, peace comes first. Peace is how God confirms you're still aligned, even when the path isn't visible yet. If you don't feel rushed, if you don't feel forced, if you don't feel pressured to make something happen, that may be God saying, rest, I've got this. Peace isn't a reward for certainty. It's a result of trust. If this message is speaking to you, let me know in the comments. What's the area of your life where you're trusting God without clarity right now? One of the hardest lessons I've learned is this: God does some of His best work in hidden seasons. While you're waiting, He's aligning. He's protecting. He's redirecting. He's building something deeper than success. He's building faith. And when your next chapter finally unfolds, you'll realize the delay wasn't denial. The silence wasn't abandonment. The waiting wasn't wasted. Faith means moving forward, even when sight says, stay afraid. If you don't know what's next, you're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not failing. You're learning how to trust God without conditions. And that kind of faith, it changes everything. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who's waiting on God right now. And remember, God doesn't need you to see the whole path. He just needs you to keep walking with Him. Until next time, keep blooming.